In an unprecedented move, LEGO Ideas picked up on one of their most viral and popular sets of all time and simply decided to recolor it, giving the Tuxedo Cat the LEGO Ideas Orange Cat Companion. Are there any differences between the two? Is it a smart or a lazy move? Let's talk about it, and thank you LEGO for sending this. What made the Tuxedo Cat so great in my eyes is still true here. The build size can easily fool anyone into thinking this is a real cat, at least from a distance, and even the weight feels accurate if you were to pick it up. This time around, the color scheme, despite being called orange, is a bit more of a nougat shade, but fits the model well, and the overall shapes of the entire thing are once again nicely done, making great use of all different kinds of LEGO slopes and curved elements. The model itself it's mostly for display, so it doesn't move a whole lot, but there's a few movable points so it can be displayed in a few different ways. The tip of the tail can be adjusted ever so slightly, the different front limb parts can all be rotated to the angles you'd prefer see him standing, but the majority of movement of the model lies in the head, where it can adjust its ears and rotate the head, which, again, due to how it's built, kinda makes it sound like the cat is purring. The green eyes are off of the print the set has, as an extra pair of brown ones is also included, and given how the Tuxedo Cat had a pair of blue and orange ones, the degree of customization amongst both cats is great. And if you need a specific eye color that the cat you're planning on purchasing doesn't have, getting spares from LEGO or Bricklink should be easy to manage. A significant difference between the Tuxedo and the orange cat is that on the Tuxedo there was an extra build that gave it an open-mouthed look, whereas in the orange cat, improvements were made so that the mouth opens just like this, which is great. Another notable difference is that the tail is mirrored to the other side, so displaying both cats is aesthetically pleasing. And finally, instead of the head being able to be turned a full 360, which was kinda creepy, the orange cat now has an internal stop, not allowing the head to be turned more than this amount, which also seems too little if you ask me. Maybe on the third cat, LEGO will get it perfect. And the last of the differences is the inclusion of some of these pagoda plates to give this one a bit of a furry look at places, whereas the Tuxedo was pretty much flat, so to speak. Now, what I loved so much about the Tuxedo was the building experience, which wasn't changed much in the orange cat and still feels all too familiar. But believe me, as boring as the build may look to a lot of you, that could not be farther from the truth. You'll be building small blocks of the cat that you then keep adding to the main build until the whole thing is done. But each of those individual sections contain a lot of studs not on top techniques, which were a joy to put together. The back legs have this slight angle to them you build right at the start of the model, though the highlight of the entire build was obviously the head, as the subtle angles of the face you hardly notice were achieved with some very inspired building techniques. Once again, 10 out of 10 building experience with this one. It wouldn't be surprising to see LEGO taking advantage of the popularity of the Tuxedo and charging more for the orange cat. Yet, in a surprising turn of events, the orange cat, while packing a few more pieces than the Tuxedo at a count of 1,755, will still retail for the same $100, which makes me incredibly happy. The fan designer got the original idea approved on the LEGO Ideas platform, and these getting 1% out of every sale of the Tuxedo cat will also be getting a 1% commission out of every orange cat sold, which is very well deserved, and again, a proper decision by LEGO. Was it lazy to simply redo something that was viral and popular? Yes, if it would have been a perfect copy like we've seen done before plenty of times. But LEGO and its designer took the chance to make small improvements and changes wherever possible, which I can only praise. Non-cat people will find this stupid and a waste of resources, but cat-loving people will be all over this and will keep asking for different colored sets so they can have a one-to-one scale copy of the real cat they have at home. Smart move, LEGO. I personally really like these cats. They're amazing builds, display really well, and are incredibly well priced in this economy. Underpriced even, so what's there to hate? And I'm not even a cat person, but truth be told, some LEGO dogs still have a long way to go to catch up, if I'm being honest. A cool thing I noticed about the sales page is that if you click either cat on LEGO's website, you have a color picker, so to speak, to choose which one you'd like to add to your shopping cart. which also shows how popular the Tuxedo is since it's on back order, and the release date of the orange cat on March 1st, though it can be pre-ordered already. Links down below if you want to support the channel ever so slightly. I'd love to know what you all feel about this, both the cat and the non-cat people. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one.